Boom, 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 boom. These carrots are divine. You get a dozen for a dime. It's magic. What's up, people? Now come on in here and kick it with the dribble a minute. Can y'all hear that storm? Hola. Instagram page. I see you doing things out there. Will Maddox, what's up? Where's everybody? I need bodies. These carrots. Can y'all hear the storm? Can y'all hear that? You say you pulled it together. What you mean by that? These carrots. The carrots. He said, Wi-Fi, fuck. It's storming outside, man. It's storming outside. Just bear with me. I'm going to just let it run. Rest in peace to Ecstasy from Houdini. Real big part of the hip-hop community. Big part, like a giant. King Fire. Tony Pierre, I ain't get what you said. He said, JoJo highly disrespected you, bro. I'm not your brother, and no one's able to disrespect me. I'm God, my nigga. Let's get that understood. Peace to you too, peace, Lord. Yeah, no one's disrespected me, sir. Yeah, rest in peace, Ecstasy from Houdini. Y'all hear that shit? God damn. No wonder you got Philly looking bad. Philly 48, Philly first 48 getting high. I don't know what's going on. How did Ecstasy die? I don't know. He's 56 years old. Very important part of hip hop, man. When you wrote songs like One Love, the love I used to have just left me cold. I used to buy anything from diamonds to gold. At first I thought she left me because I didn't buy her enough, but then she left me and no longer all the stuff. She said, one of these days you'll have to learn that love is something that you gotta earn. And once you earn it, gotta learn how to keep it. He said, you're on the beach, yeah. Peace. He said, Gully, knowledge 120 lessons. Does that answer your question? Does that answer your question? Now I know what the Beatles were thinking of when he said that money can't buy me love. Damn, man. Yo, y'all have no idea. Mine was lost for a whole different reason. I lost my love because of cheating. Started walking through the streets all day and night. He said he talking about JoJo. I'm gonna get around to him in just a minute. Let me clarify something. I met Trendsetter Shady in person. I blew a fuse. I blew a fuse. I met Trendsetter Shady in person. I know him in person. I met him in person. I've done business with him. I didn't smoke weed with him. I didn't been OT with him. I know him in person. Man, I heard them threats and I just lost it, blew a fuse. I didn't even listen to the rest of the interview. I heard this nigga say something that just, I blew a fuse. He said, Shady didn't disrespect you, Gully. Nah, he didn't. But this is my thing, and I'll apologize to Shady because I owe him an apology. He don't have to accept it. I'm going to apologize anyway. It's like this, right? You can't stand in front of my opponent. You can't stand in front of my opponent and call me a troll when he talking gangster murder shit. You understand what I'm saying? That didn't sit right with me. That didn't sit right with me. I'm gonna be on defense for me against any fucking body, anybody. You dig what I'm saying? But again, I said that I don't know him. I never met him. That's how you know that I was bugging, because I have met him. I have met him. I have met him. I've seen him in person. I talked to him. I talked to him right the day before I put that video out. Blew a fuse. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about how anybody feel about it. This nigga said some shit that it just sent me over the edge and shit. So he said Shady probably didn't know how deep this beef was. I don't know what up with what up, but I'm just saying on my behalf, Shady got money. Shady got money. He built like that. He's from top to bottom. He built like that. I ain't talked to him. Ain't nobody made me apologize. He's from top to bottom. He's who he say he is. And I said that I never met him, or I have met him. I've been in the same space with him. I didn't been in restaurants with him. Like I really know. You know what I'm saying? So for me to say what I said, it don't make sense. Get a bandman Kibo. He said 7 different people. Which one was blowing up that day? Again, man. JoJo, he sent me over the edge and shit, man. Like I blew a fuse and shit. It's not. This ain't what y'all think, man. He said, so you think you can? I don't have to announce myself. I don't have to make no threats or nothing. Y'all fucked around and saw my ugly face. Y'all seen my ugly face. So I ain't gotta do that. It slipped out. It slipped out. Yeah, it slipped out. He said, talk about Jermaine Dupri being a kid in the Houdini video. That was Freaks Come Out at Night. He said, keep the same energy. I am. I ain't playing with nobody, yo. He said, unsaid, you get crazy ugly. Ike then took over Queen's Flip podcast, sweating bullets in the hot seat. Boosie stick in the car. I've been told y'all Boosie was ignorant. Boosie is, if you had a dictionary and you wanted to write, put a picture up of an ignorant nigga, Boosie. He said, you back smoking them games, man. These is Phillies. These is Phillies, man. Once you leave, Phillies is the brand. He said, Gully tied his stuff. Man, I was gone. Subscribe to the channel. I got some blockbuster shit for y'all. Did y'all see this nigga JoJo? Why did he keep talking money? Why did he keep talking money? What's wrong with him? What's wrong with him? Why did he keep talking money? Why did he keep talking money in companies and shit like that? I wear my companies publicly. Dribble God, that's a company. You think I ought to put this shit on my head? This shit is for real. This shit is earning. That's one company. He said buffer and heavy. It's storming out there, man. So what state you in? I'm in the Virgin Islands. That's one company, right? Fashion Bomb, that's another. You allegedly got six companies. I don't allegedly. They public. Dribble God, Fashion Bomb. I got all the. Hold on. You see that? That's a company. That's a company. See? This ain't no bullshit. This ain't no bullshit. This is manufactured goods. Company. That's a company. That's a company. That's a company, man. Dribble God. Hold on. It's a company. Gully TV. That's a company. I own a gym. That's a company. Y'all want me to keep on going? Like, what the fuck? What the fuck, man? Like, what do y'all want from me and shit? He said, I need some merch ASAP. He said, motherfuckers rather hate than congratulate. I don't need no crack congratulations, man. This shit working out. Sub God. He said, keep stepping up to the bullies like real niggas do. Don't compromise. He tried to bully MC8 for clout. Yeah. He said, surprised you don't have a dispensary. I thought about it. He said, you just clarified that you just met them guys from the internet. Now, I met Shady in real life. I've seen Shady in real life. This is another thing that disturbed me. And this is for everybody. This is for everybody. And I'm going to, just drop this. In regards to me and Trendsetter Shady. Shady, my nigga. I can't be a troll, my nigga. You know why? Because I stood next to you. I've taken pictures with you. I've stood next to you in the Publix, in the fire, and I never bend, I never budged, nothing. You gotta be built like that to stand next to somebody like you. The shit that you got going on, you have to be built like that. You have to be strong. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm saying to myself, damn, did this nigga just call me a fucking troll? Did he just call me a fucking troll? His own friends might not even pose. Own friends in real life might not pose in pictures with him because they're scared to death. You dig what I'm saying? So you can't give me no title, my nigga. If it ain't Jamil, if it ain't Dribble God, I don't need that shit. I don't need that shit. I don't want no titles or nothing. I'm definitely not a troll and shit. I'm down to get big. He said he didn't mean it like that. You gotta say it the way you mean it, because once it's on the internet, it's out there. It's out there. He called me a troll in front of my opponent. Again, he if you're not saying nothing empowering, because this is no time to be joking. This ain't no joke. I'm not playing with this nigga. I'm not playing with this nigga. You dig what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, that's just it. He said you don't be outside. I had to run a fucking lizard out of my room earlier. What the fuck you mean I don't be outside? I had to run a fucking lizard out my room earlier. What the fuck you mean I don't be outside? If I open my doors, mongooses and shit running around outside right now. What you mean I don't be outside? What do you mean? I'm lost in a motherfucker. I'm serious. How much more outside do I gotta, what the fuck? Yeah, I just was chasing lizards about my room about an hour ago. Talking about outside. Oh yeah, it's mongooses. Mongooses outside. Ain't no snakes around here. It's mongooses everywhere, like squirrels and shit. Like they running around like regular fucking people. He said, I'll punt that mongoose. They little. My man said, "Only niggas outside in December." Only who? These carrots. These carrots are divine. You get a dozen for a dime. He said he ain't going to talk about the Uncasa story. He already told it. What y'all want to know? What y'all want to know? I already told the story. Why you want to hear it again? Boom, boom, boom. These carrots are divine. You get a dozen for a dime. He said, you ain't no YouTube joker. You got a real platform. Big difference. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Define fabrics. What the women looking like over there? They got asses, man. Huge asses. Can we hear your side of the Uncasa story? Everything he said is true. What the fuck? Everything he said is true. It's true. He said, how to smoke down there. I don't know. I got a plug. Every place I visit, I got land there and there. Say I sound like that. Hello. Is that a head tattoo? Yes, 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 yes. Can you see it? He said, what you smoking? Some type of island kush, man. He said there's 600 people in here, not even 100 likes. That's because y'all come for reg. Smoking Black Widow wedding cake, ice cream roll. He said Gully tattooed his head, man. You don't give a fuck. Man, I'm the dribble. The dribble was born like a week ago and shit, man. Shout out to Pittsburgh. He said, why you call his Cash Money chain preteen? He got that little ass chain on like he's stunting. Grown ass man got a Cash Money chain on. How you in your 50s wearing a Cash Money chain? You're not an executive at Cash Money. You're not a Cash Money artist. You wearing it for the sole purpose. Straight up. He said Wi-Fi usually sucks on the island. It do. He said, what is your go-to move to the rack? Lay that shit up. Who you interviewing out there? A legend. Y'all ain't see me with him earlier? I had him on here earlier. 6'7" from the murder unit. Oh, it's murder unit part 3. Y'all don't know what the fuck going on? Gully, if you fight, you winded, you smoke too much weed. You right. That's why I be trying to end a motherfucker. That's why I be trying to end a motherfucker. I ain't got time to be here all night with you. Try to end a nigga. He said, how much you fight that nigga Joe and Mayweather put up a bag? Whatever he put up. Whatever he put up. Let me get like 50 or something. Let me get like 50 or something. Wax Dog said, Born Divide wanted all your smoke. I ain't going nowhere near that musty, dirty looking ass nigga and shit. No. He said, why JoJo called you a cross dresser? How much sense does that make to you guys? How much sense did that make to y'all? When y'all was hearing that, when y'all was receiving that, how much of it registered with you? Like, seriously. Hello? You don't have to entertain everything and shit. You don't have to entertain everything. I ain't never shot nobody and what do you say? Shot an 82-year-old. I ain't never did that either. That was somebody else. That wasn't even me. He just running his mouth. Ain't no telling who he talking about. I mean, who he talking to, feeding that shit, but I don't see it either. He said I turned it off after a couple seconds. Dumb shit. I thought you was a gangster. I thought you run around tormenting people and swelling up on niggas. Since when did you become such a comedian? Since when did he become such a comedian, y'all? Since when did he become such a comedian? He doing a lot of he. He do a lot of he, don't he? Don't he? He do a lot of he now, don't he? Where did that come from? That's not who he was. He said, you on vacation doing a live. I'm not on vacation. I'm at work. It just looked like this. He said, word, because whoever he talking to is giving your address out. He's not giving my address out. He's not giving my address out. I don't have a fucking address. I don't. Where could I be at to receive mail? Or where could I, where I'm constantly in transition and shit. Where could I find time to have an address? I don't have one. Shit. You dig? He said that was so the nail in the coffin. He said, you hide in a hotel. No, I'm not. It's a rich nigga room. Rich nigga room. I'm not showing it to you. I showed it earlier. That was so not the nail. Where can we find the full rate for Austin interview? It's not out yet. It's still some more. How he a gangster named after an Italian mobster? Nigga room. It is. He said, dude, use Shady. That's how I felt. I felt he did get used. I felt he did use him. I felt he did get used. I was enraged by it. He said, speaking on people's addresses, low-key information for the popo. The shit was corny as fuck. It wasn't even accurate. It was just fucking insulting and shit. I got several addresses, several properties. I'm talking about, I don't live anywhere, but y'all done seen me in my gym. Y'all done seen me moving around. Like, shit makes no sense. He said, you got an 80-year-old. That wasn't even me. That wasn't even me. That wasn't even me. When did I have time to shoot anybody? I've been in the public. I've been on the internet with y'all since 2004. When did I have time to shoot anybody? When did I have time to? I didn't go nowhere. I never even got in trouble and shit. Jason Tatum hit a big shot. Yeah. He said, you better look over your shoulders, nigga. Ain't nothing out here but lizards, mongooses, and iguanas and shit like that. Water. He said he was in your city. Philly and Erie spelled different. What city he was in? Stove God Cooks. That's Lord Jamar's people. Maybe I can't. Shit, they ran. Your net worth is 10 racks. Where you get that from? I got that with me. Where you get that from? Come on, man. You can't be serious. He said, what Antigua look like? I gotta sleep up under that. It's so tropical and shit. It's so tropical that you gotta have a fucking net over you at night. Something might bite you. He said he know your address, but said he was in Philly. I'm not even from Philly. So what is he talking about? Y'all entertaining this shit. Y'all entertaining this shit. Y'all entertaining this shit. You see, that look like the motherland. That's the motherland. That's my hammock. I'll be laying in there looking pretty. He said, how did you get weed past customs? I didn't. I made a phone call. My man pulled up with the Lexus with the steering right. My man pulled up with the Lex, the big Lex with the steering wheel on the right. Hopped out. What's up, Pop? I'm keeping it gully, man. You don't want the truth. He said, what's the weather like? It's a tropical storm out there. Whenever you go to the islands, it's always raining like every 20 minutes or some shit. That's what I was saying. He wasn't in Erie. He was in Philly. What address is he talking about? Like, it don't make no sense. How's the food? Excellent. Ain't no telling what's that out there making that noise. Let me close this shit for something right up in my motherfucking room. He said, I never been out of the country besides Mexico. He said, where your chick's at? Why would I bring a chick with me out here? I've been in the gym. I've been in the gym religiously for like the last 90 days, right? I've been in the gym for the last 90 days religiously. Why would I bring a chick with me? Do you know in the morning I got gym class at 8:30 and shit, my gym schedule. When I get out the gym in the morning, do you know I'm walking around with my shirt off the whole day? Serious? He said you ducking the fairway. D-Boy said you can see the little something. He said you definitely disciplined. I'm trying to kick. Oh man, I'm kicking some live shit to y'all, man. I got my jewelry and my toolery with me, man. I got my Creed. I got my bottle of Creed with me. My sneaker game is crazy, man. I got fly shit hanging up over there. Do you live or is calisthenics? I do both right now. He said, stop dressing these weirdos. Nah, they giving me a reason to style on these niggas. They giving me a reason to style on these niggas. He said, that noise you hear is a coqui frog. Okay. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. I appreciate the donations. I ain't catch the last two. My bad. Gully, you know, trolling bring traffic to your channel. Who's trolling? Who's trolling? That's not what I do. I put out dope ass content, classics, blockbuster shit. You feel me? Who was your first big interview? I think Redman. I asked you so many goddamn questions. Like this video. It's 800 people here. It's late as fuck. He said you do. But bloggers also troll here and there. I don't have no parts in that, man. If I have something going with somebody, I'm serious. It's not a joke. I might be making jokes and, you know, making y'all laugh and shit, but I know y'all come here for that. I be dead serious and shit. He said, are you allowed to accept gifts on Christmas? Accept gifts every day. Every day. He said, what you gonna do when somebody get a hold of you? The fuck you mean? What you think I'm gonna do? Bite them. Ah! Nah, I'm fucking with you, man. He said somebody gonna run into you when you least expect it. You have no idea the type of person I am. You really don't. You really don't. You have no idea what type of person I am. You have no idea what type of books I read. No idea about my disciplines. You don't know anything. You don't know what I did to get here. You have no idea. Anyway, boom, boom, boom. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you get the notifications and shit. He said somebody gonna run into you. I'll be ready. Denver Nuggets is fucked up parties. I don't check music out. I market it, my nigga. Rich Philly already know. What's the next big project? Y'all gonna see a little bit of it in the morning. Y'all gonna see something tomorrow. Y'all gonna see something tomorrow. If you listen to Big Pun song, Puerto Rico, you can hear the sound on the beat. Drop a name of one of the books you read. No. Get your own reading material. You don't need to know what I'm reading. Boom, 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 boom. How do you feel about Zach TV? What you mean how I feel about it? Uncle Carlos, happy holidays to you too. The black man is God. That's something that people fail to understand. He said, me got killed, Tupac got killed. Tupac put his hands on some motherfucking body. Tupac put his hands on somebody. And this is what you have to be worried about. It's you niggas that want to put hands on motherfuckers. You dig? Who end up on t-shirts and shit like that. You got to be careful. I'm telling you, man, everybody don't play around. Everybody don't play around. Rest in peace to Ecstasy from Houdini. He said Pac got caught up in some gang shit. Yeah, he put his hands on a very dangerous man. Peace. You done with the gangster content? I got one more after this. It's called Ghetto Quran. And then that's probably about it. What's the issue with Mobb Deep? I don't have no issue with Mobb Deep. I got a Mobb Deep tattoo. You see that? Infamous. See the Queensbridge projects. Got nothing but love and admiration for the group I grew up on during my formidable years. What's the name? What's the Majiggy? What's his name? Godfather. He had a. This is the type of shit that I end up in, bringing y'all this dope shit. He had an issue with a vlog that I did, right? Well, not a vlog, an interview I did with Sherm the Worm. I'm interviewing Sherm the Worm. I don't know him. I don't know him at all. All I know is his reputation, and he off the chain. That's all I know. And everything that he's saying is real. Is real. So boom, we was put together. I'm listening to him. When he said he put his pistol in his mouth, that's the first time someone ever spoke so graphic on my platform. That's the first time somebody ever spoke so graphic. He was like, yeah, I put my pistol in that nigga's mouth, da 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 da. His name Lionel, da 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 da. Now at the time, me and Godfather, we have a relationship. We met at Prodigy funeral. We have a relationship. Everything good. Ty Nitty, da 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 da. I have nothing to do with what they got going on. Mind, I didn't even really know about it for real. I didn't really even know about it. Prodigy wrote a book. His book is called My Infamous Life. And in that book, he describes the incident where he got into it with Sherm and his chain got taken, whatever, right? Boom. That's all Prodigy really wrote about in the book. When I interviewed Sherm talked about the activities that took place after the incident with Prodigy happened at the tunnel, outside of the tunnel with some shit, right? That shit didn't end there. They went back to Queensbridge and continued to raise hell. Sherm did. He ran into Godfather 3 from the infamous mob. He ran into him somewhere, and allegedly he put his hammer in his mouth. Now, like I said, I knew him. We had each other's phone number at the time. I hit him up. I said, yo, my nigga, listen. I said, you gonna get mad, I already know. I said, I ain't got nothing to do with it. I just did this interview with Sherm. You already, all I have to do is say Sherm. They know exactly who he is. They know exactly what's about to be spoken about. I said, I did an interview with Sherm. He said he put a pistol in your mouth. I'm warning you now. I'm about to drop this shit in like an hour. He said he put a pistol in your mouth. Don't get mad at me. Y'all take that up in Queensbridge. Right? I asked him, I said, do you want to, like, what you want to do? You want a rebuttal? Like, what you want to do? Nothing. I put the interview out. Sherm tell the world that he put his pistol in his mouth. He gets pissed off. Hops on the internet making videos on Instagram and shit, you know, talking crazy about me. So that's how me and him got into it. So me and him at it, right? He's 100% wrong. He's 100% wrong. Before I even released the Sherm interview, I told him, I said, yo, he just said he put a pistol in your mouth. Now, mind you, you know whether or not this is factual. You know whether or not this happened. You know whether or not this happened. Sherm said it did. You said it didn't. I believe Sherm, but you said it didn't. You should have just told the world that it didn't happen. Instead of telling the world that it didn't happen and telling his piece of the story, because he wasn't like projected to be like a soft sucker type dude, Godfather. He wasn't projected to be you know, like chump, except by Sherm. You dig what I'm saying? And he got mad at me. Why I'm at it with him. Flea Lord says, oh, all of this is going down on my Instagram page. Follow me on Instagram, The Real Gully TV. A lot of shit be going on over there. Listen, all of this is going down on my Instagram page. Flea Lord, who I also met at the fucking at Prodigy's funeral, his name was Infamous Flea. That was his name. I also, you know, knew him or whatever. He hops in the comments and says, when Prodigy was living, no, this is what he said. He said, I'm from Far Rock. When Prodigy was living and I was around, niggas wasn't doing it. He said that, right? I'm like, dude, get the fuck off my wall with that stupid shit. Like, nobody wants to hear this shit. We don't want to hear this shit. And I'm telling you why. I love Prodigy. Prodigy went through a lot of shit in fucking Queensbridge. A lot of shit with them niggas. Imagine being from someplace else trying to rep somebody's projects. The niggas that's there, they're very territorial. They're going to have shit with you forever unless you appease them. That's project law. And yes, I'm with that. Oh, I want to make this clear. I love Prodigy. I love him. Love Mobb Deep. But I'm on Sherm and them side. I'm on Sherm and Lake and them side. You know why? Because I'm from the Jacks. I'm from the Jacks. And you got to give us something. That's just how it is, my nigga. You got to give us something. If you're going to be here, like be around, like down and shit, like it's cool and you down. But whenever we need, that's just how it is. You can call it the cost of doing business or whatever. I'm just telling you. So I understood them niggas trying to get Prodigy's chains and shit like that. I understood that shit entirely. Anybody from the projects understands that shit. Anybody from the projects understands that shit. A motherfucker from another place, he cool. He coming through here on the regular. This nigga trucked up. We ain't really got no drape like that. We don't really got no drape. But he trucked up. He trucked up on the regular. Man, somebody gonna say, man, we about to take this nigga chain, yo. That's just how it is. He said, I heard Yambo caught a baseball bat. Boom, 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 boom. He says, you got prodigies, projects. I'm 100 in support. I'm 100% in support of the Queensbridge legacy in hip hop. The Queen, I have to tell y'all this. Before Jay-Z took over, before Rockefeller took over type shit, Queensbridge had hip hop locked. Queens, period. I'll say Queens, period. But mainly Queensbridge, they had hip hop in the chokehold for some years, yo. Or at least probably like 6 years. Just them. They did. And when I say this, I mean music and influence. Queensbridge had a look. Queensbridge had a look. The Averex look, the Averex Timbs, that's the Queensbridge look. Everybody was rocking that. He said, nah, Brooklyn, man, I'm telling you what was on TV. I'm telling you what was on TV. He said, JoJo says, send him your cash app. For what? He's not buying nothing. Boom, 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 boom. I'm not even from Philly, so he said Jay-Z admitted in the radio audio that there was a time when P was the best in New York City. Facts. He said, what was the Crooklyn look? Come on, son. The Queens had the swag. That was Nas. Valley, imagine that. It's 1,000 people here. Yo, can y'all get the likes up to like a nickel? Get the likes up. He said, Gully getting old. What's wrong with getting old? Niggas be getting erased. What's wrong with getting old? Ain't that the goal? Come on, man. You gotta come with some better criteria, man. Jay-Z nephew, a basketball star at Washington. He said we won. Unconscious story. I already talked about it. He said them Queens niggas done P foul. He said, Gully, why you like New York rappers better than Philly rappers? What type of question is that? That's a stupid ass question. That statement was stupid as fuck. LMC is an LMC. I love Black Thought from top to bottom, 100%. Can't be moved. Immovable object. Beanie Siegel. And then after that, I don't have no real favorite in Philly. I like fucking Black Thought and Beanie Siegel and EST. What the fuck? Stupid. He said NYC rappers are the best. Sorry. Terrence was good. He said you going to Chicago? No. Chicago's been on a no-fly zone for some time now. It ain't got nothing to do with old JoJo Dancer. It don't got nothing to do with JoJo Dancer. Boom, 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 boom. Shady's thorough and he's about paper. We see eye to eye on a variety of things. I just blew my fuse, but I'm not changing my stance on that shit. I'm not changing on that shit. My friend wouldn't stand in front of my opponent like and not be taking that shit serious and shit. Like you can't be in that conversation. Nah. Fuck that. He said, get Cormac up there and hit Sherm back. I still be hearing from Sherm from time to time. Like once a month or some shit like that. I don't want no association with that shit with King Earner and shit. I did my little jokes on that shit. When this first quarter gets started, that shit's over with, man. They pulled me back into that shit by throwing my name around, but I'm just telling y'all, I got fire. Follow me on Instagram. You see I got fire daily. Daily. The Real Gully TV on IG. Oh, my Instagram profile is private right now because of the murder unit shit. Super exclusive. Yeah, I got the upper hand. Whenever I get the upper hand, whenever I get some good dope, I lock the block down. Lock it down. Line up. Lock it down. Line up. I didn't get a chance to get back on here since that video. I was on the move. Just taking care of business and shit. He said, Gully, you got smoke with the GDs. Of course not. AZ Smitty, I got fire right now. Murder Unit, Part 3. Exclusive. He said, was Nori actually nice? Of course. Body's in the trunk. Serious? Sometimes. Nore, Bear from TV. Phone time. You don't want to fuck with us. Nori was the fucking whole. Nori did damn near the whole fucking that debut. Capone was in jail. The other person on a lot of them songs, that was Tragedy Gaddafi. But yeah, Nori, official. He just had a different unorthodox style flow. Boom, 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 boom. Raekwon, nothing. He said, do your research, little nig. That's right. Closer. Yes. Yes. Nori got to join with Carl Thomas, too. I love my life. Crack. He got some hits. He got hits, yo. Super Thug. Nori was on fire. When TRL, when Total Request Live was out, Nori used to be charting on TRL and shit. That was kind of hard to do for, certain types of rappers and shit. Nori, Ja Rule, Nelly, them niggas used to be on TRL. Peace, Ken Intelligent, Bloody Money. He said Nori won platinum. He said maybe it was his delivery. Y'all tripping. He said all your lemon head. He said all your internet ops linking up. They posseing up. He said he blew Pharrell up. He had a lot to do with it. That what? Subscribe to the channel. I appreciate y'all for coming through. I got some fire. I got some fire for y'all. Telling you. He said Nori and Prodigy had basic flows. You tripping with that, yo. Raekwon, thank you. Gully Pharrell said Nori gave him his first big hit. It was Super Thug. He said, look how long you've been chasing. I don't even know what to say, man. Oh, man. D got my beat. Just the infamous Follow me on Twitter at Gully TV1. I just wanted to kick it. Love Tupac, one of the greats. Brooklyn was snatching on rappers' chains more than any borough. Imagine that. Jay Collins, no. Oh, okay. He should look at his watch. Don't nobody wear that shit. I like my watch. I like my watch. It's a G-Shock. What should I have, a Rollie? You think I should have a Rollie? I don't want no fucking Rolex. I had a Rolex when I was like 19. The fuck without, I don't want one. Nori was mainstream. He had them 500K plus $1 million videos back in the early 2000s. He said Fab was lining up rappers from out of town. I believe that for some reason. Erie, PA, Erie, Pennsylvania, East Side, 17th Street. Keith, you going real hard, man. You act like you've been to Fashion Week or something. I got a few more minutes with y'all, man. I got to return this email. Shout out to Memphis. He said, I stole a Rolex. Get it how you can. I know that's right. Boom, 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 boom. Say what's up with Odie from North Philly. He's still around. Just put a freestyle out. I'm going to share it. Fuck with him on Instagram. King_Odie. ODIE. He said, yeah, Fab from Brevoort Projects. That's how they give it up. I just told y'all how project niggas operate, man. He said, man, they got your name in their mouth big time. I love it. 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 Let's see it.